There is one molecule responsible for keeping your arteries open, your blood pressure stable, and your erections functional. It's called. Your body makes it every day, but after 40, production drops significantly, and most men have no idea it's happening because the symptoms look like normal aging. They're not. Let me show you what the research actually says. Nitric oxide, or NO, is a gas your body produces in two main ways. The first is enzymatic. Cells lining your blood vessels, called cells, contain an enzyme called endothelial nitric oxide, or ENOS. When blood flows across those cells, ENOS converts the amino acid into nitric oxide. That nitric oxide then signals the smooth muscle around your arteries to relax. Arteries widen, blood flows more freely, blood pressure drops. This is happening right now in every blood vessel in your body, including the ones in your penis. The second pathway is dietary. When you eat nitrate-rich foods, spinach, arugula, it's beet. Bacteria on your tongue convert those nitrates into nitrite. That nitrite enters your bloodstream and converts to nitric oxide, especially in low oxygen environments. This is called the nitrate-nitrite-nitric oxide pathway, and it becomes increasingly important as you age because the enzymatic pathway slows down. A 2014 review in a journal focused on oxidative medicine documented that aging is associated with marked impairment of nitric oxide generation. The drivers are reduced ENOS activity, increased oxidative stress, and accumulation of an ENOS inhibitor called ADMA. The authors noted these changes go hand in hand with increased risk. Here's where it connects to erections. So, review from Johns Hopkins confirmed that nitric oxide is the main molecule responsible for penile erection released by both nerve and endothelial cells in the eukaryote, two sponge-like chambers inside the penis. When nitric oxide is impaired, erections weaken. When nitric oxide declines systemically, cardiovascular risk rises. Same molecule, same pathway, different symptoms. That means erectile changes after 40 are not just a bedroom issue, they are a vascular signal. Now, before you reach for a supplement, you need to understand what's destroying your nitric oxide production. 3 things. Saboteur number 1, your mouthwash. This sounds bizarre, but it's well documented. The dietary nitric oxide pathway depends on oral bacteria to convert nitrate to nitrite. An antiseptic mouthwash kills those bacteria. A study from the University of Puerto Rico followed 540 adults aged 40 to 65 and found that people who used over-the-counter mouthwash twice daily or more had an 85% higher incidence of compared to less frequent users, independent of major risk factors. If you're using antiseptic mouthwash every morning and night, you may be undermining the very pathway that keeps your blood vessels open. Saboteur number 2, prolonged sitting. Nitric oxide production from ENOS is driven by blood flow shear stress. That's the physical force of blood moving across your vessel walls. When you sit for hours, blood flow slows, shear stress drops, and ENOS output falls. A review in a clinical pharmacology journal confirmed that exercise training increases ENOS protein expression and improves the ability of your blood vessels to dilate properly. The flip side is clear. Long sedentary stretches do the opposite. Saboteur number 3, chronic mouth breathing. In 1995, researchers at the Institute discovered that cells in your nasal sinuses produce extremely high concentrations of nitric oxide. When you breathe through your nose, that sinus-derived nitric oxide is carried into your lungs, where it acts as a local improving oxygen uptake and blood flow. Mouth breathing bypasses this entirely. Follow-up study found that humming during nasal exhalation increased nasal nitric oxide output 15-fold compared with quiet exhalation. So if you sleep with your mouth open or breathe through your mouth during the day, you're leaving a significant nitric oxide source on the table. Here is a 5-point, evidence-informed daily protocol to support nitric oxide production. No supplement required for any of these. Point 1, move every 45 minutes. Even brief standing or walking breaks restore blood flow, shear stress, and stimulate eNOS. If you have a desk job, set a timer. 2 to 3 minutes of movement is enough to reactivate the pathway. Point 2, eat 1 nitrate-rich meal per day. Spinach, arugula, beets, teas, and celery are among the highest dietary nitrate sources. A randomized trial found that dietary nitrate from spinach reduced arterial stiffness and improved blood flow measures in healthy adults. This doesn't need to be complicated. A handful of arugula in a salad or half a cup of cooked spinach gets you into the effective range. Point 3, breathe through your nose and add humming. Practice nasal breathing during exercise, walking, and sleep if possible. Add 5 rounds of humming exhalation in the morning. Inhale through the nose, eek or hum on the exhale for 5 to 10 seconds. This activates sinus nitric oxide release. Point 4, get 10 to 20 minutes of morning sunlight. UVA radiation from sunlight releases nitric oxide from stores in your skin independently of vitamin D. A 2014 study found that UVA exposure on human skin widened arterial blood vessels and lowered blood pressure independently of nitric oxide synthase, meaning it taps a separate nitric oxide reservoir. Note, this does not mean prolonged, unprotected sun exposure. 10 to 20 minutes of morning light on your arms and face is sufficient. Point 5, reconsider your mouthwash. If you currently use an antiseptic mouthwash twice daily, consider switching to a non-antibacterial alternative or reducing to once daily, especially if you have borderline blood pressure. Discuss with your dentist if you have active gum disease that requires antiseptic use. A quick note on supplements is the most studied nitric oxide support supplement. A clinical trial of 24 men with mild ED found that 1.5 grams per day of L-Citrulline improved erection hardness scores from 3 to 4 in 50% of participants, compared with 8% on placebo. That's a real effect, but it's modest. It was a small trial, and it only worked for mild ED. L-Citrulline is reasonable to consider as an addition, not a replacement for the 5 lifestyle points above. Here's the message I want you to take from this. Nitric oxide decline is real, it's measurable, and it connects erections, blood pressure, and cardiovascular health to the same underlying mechanism. But it's also responsive to what you do every single day. How you breathe, how you move, what you eat, and even what you put in your mouth before brushing your teeth. Every study we referenced today is linked in the description. You can verify all of it yourself. If this changed how you think about blood flow and aging, share it with someone who needs it. Subscribe so you don't miss the next video, and drop a comment. I rate every single one. This content is educational and informational only. It is not medical advice and does not replace consultation with a qualified healthcare provider. If you have ED, high blood pressure, or cardiovascular symptoms, see your doctor for proper evaluation. Next in the series, the gut testosterone connection. New research is showing that your microbiome directly influences hormone metabolism. I'll break down what the studies actually say and the one dietary change that has the strongest evidence. See you there.